So here's a fantastic book, The Psychology of Selling here. Right? It's a book summary, the name of the book is The Psychology of Selling here, right? Okay, so the author is Brian Tracy. So the Psychology of Selling by Brian Tracy is a must-read book for anyone who looking for the master of the art selling here, right? Persuasion and business success, right? It delves into the psychological principles behind sales and provides practical strategies to become a top performer in any industries, right? Okay, so the book is not just about selling products here; it's about selling yourself. It's about selling yourself, your ideas and your vision with confidence and optimism. Right. So introduction here, the mindset of a great salesperson. Brian Tracy emphasizes, Brian Tracy emphasizes that successful selling here begins with the right mindset. The biggest difference between the top salesperson and average ones is not talent, right, or luck, but their mental attitudes and self-discipline here. He explains that the fear of rejection and lack of confidence, right, and self-doubt hold most people back. However, by developing a positive, optimistic and growth-oriented mindset, anyone can excel in sales. Okay, so here are key thoughts. Your ability to sell and pursue, and influence determines your income and financial future, more than any other factors. Here, right. So the power of self-confidence, one of the most critical elements of success in sales here and life, right, is self-confidence. Okay, Brian Tracy suggests that that confidence comes from preparation, practices, and it's all about the preparation, practices, and it's all about the repetition as well, right? Okay, so here the more knowledgeable and skilled you are, the more confident you become. Way to build self-confidence in sales, right? Okay, so when believe in yourself, product sales, okay, and services, right? If you are not convinced about your product, right, you can never sell it effectively, and that's true. There's nothing wrong in it. Okay, believe in your product firstly, and secondly is continuous learning. If you can't learn anything else, you can't implement and execute it accordingly, right? Read, listen, and audiobooks, right? Read, listen to audiobooks, to say, and practice selling techniques every day. Visualize success. You have to visualize the success. If you're not visualizing the success, in your life, okay, picture yourself as a top salesperson. Right? If you want to be a top salesperson, then you have to visualize yourself accordingly, right? The brain responds to mental conditions, right? If you are visualizing, right, if you are actually into the law of attraction, if you are actually believe in manifestation, the universe will actually provide you yourself accordingly whatever you have set in your subconscious mindset, right? So this is all about that. If you're visualizing your success according to your particular niche, according to your particular topic, right? If you are actually trying to picturing the thing, if you are make the pictures of yourself, as a top salesperson or anyone else, wherever you have the passion, you want to focus on it. So I will recommend, I will say with the particular knowledge as well what I have here. Okay, so the key elements is if you're visualizing in a proper manner, in optimistic manner, right, it will be beneficial and impactful, right? Okay, so take action here. Next point is confidence grows when you step out of your comfort zone and face rejection and positively. Rejections positively, right? If you are actually there's ups and downs in life, right? It can't be like go in a proper manner, right? Everything will gonna be ups and down, right? Situation will fluctuate all the time, so you can't think like it will gonna be softer, smoother, right? It will be fluctuate, there's no doubt in it, but the point is that here your level of self-confidence determines the size of goals you set, the energy you invest here, and your ability to close deals. Okay, so here are the rules, and that rule is actually profitable, and there is a particular way of positive approach and optimistic mindset, what we actually want. 80/20 rules in selling, right? If you are actually following that 80/20 rules, what's that 80/20 rules? Brian Tracy explains that 80% of sales comes from 20% of salesperson, right? Okay, so here what makes this 20% difference, the focus on high value activities that generate the most income, right? If you are just, I'm to say is that if you're giving 20% of your effort in your particular work, like I'm just a creator, I'm just trying to create something in book summary, right? So here I'm just giving my 20% effort, but what will be the response and what will be the consequences, it's not up to me, it's up to the you guys, right? What will be the response here? So I'm just giving my 20% and every day I will go for it, right? But I will expect that it will comes from the best review and views as well, but the consequences, if I'm talking about after giving the 20% of effort, the 80% of consequences in an optimistic manner, in a positive manner, the conclusion will be obtained, right? So basically the point is that if you're giving a 20% effort, the result will be 80%. So yeah, so applying the 80/20 rules to sales success, right? Okay, here focus on the best prospects. Okay, not every customer is an ideal buyer. It can't be possible, right? Okay, identify the top 20% of clients who brings the most business. Okay, so invest in high impact skills. Instead of wasting your time on minor tasks, right? Focus on communication, negotiation, and closing techniques. Okay, fine. So here the point is that invest high impact skills. If you're not totally engaged and invest your particular skills on your particular high skills, strategies, your negotiation, your direction, your focus. If you're not going for it, instead of wasting your time on minor tasks, right? If you are thinking like what will the consequences and how it could be, right? So I think you have to focus on communication skills and negotiation, what it could be and how it could be, right? The closing techniques and the opening techniques here, these things actually impactful and it will work accordingly. So if I'm talking about the key thoughts, the best sales people, don't work harder. So here, according to that Brian Tracy's statement, that the best sales people and the persons, don't work hard. Actually, they can't focus on hard working. They will actually focus on they work smarter by focusing on what truly matters. They actually have that manifestation and their particular techniques in their mindset, in their subconscious mindset, that if I am going smarter and I'm focusing on what truly matters, for the audience, for the peoples, if I am giving and giving my best value time to peoples, right, then it will be gonna be in a smarter way, right? If you are working like a labor, like you're just giving 20 hours, 16 hours every day, but sometimes it's fluctuating, like you are not in mood that I have to work in further, like tomorrow I worked hard for 16 to 20 minutes for that particular work, right? And then after onward, one day later, what I didn't do the same, because it can't be possible, right? You are going for like now you're going for, after one day you're going for 5 hours, I mean to say, or 2 hours, 3 hours, right? So the particular timing is totally fluctuating. So for the success, it's not good, right? You have to actually schedule the time and your particular management, what you actually want. So here the point, the best sales work harder. They actually work smarter, by focus on what truly matters for the audience. If I'm not giving the value for the audience, it can't be gonna be the best effort, Okay, so the power of goal setting here. If you're not setting the goal, right, you can't achieve the goal, or complete it, or acquire something else, whatever you want according to your particular niche and your topic, right? Okay, Tracy here highlights that the goal-oriented salesperson earn here significantly more than those without clear goals. He actually recommends setting big, ambitious goals and breaking them into a smaller, actionable step. Okay, how to set and achieve sales goal? Write down your goals. If you're not writing down your goals, you can't be practical with it. You think like, okay, fine, it's normal, it's casual, everyone have to have kind of thing. Okay, have to have kind of stuff, right? And you're not doing that best effort because you're not serious with it. If you want to show your seriousness, then I think it's the most preferable thing that you have to write your goals in the pages, right? If you are just go through with your pages what you have written in your particular pages of your book, or of your particular notebook, then I think this is called the actual manifestation, what I actually prefer. So I think you should write your goals, whatever it is, whatever your passions, what you're actually trying to pursue further in future, right? Okay, so unwritten goals are just dreams. This is what I'm trying to say. Unwritten goals are just dreams. So but you want in consciously that dream comes true. Ultimately, the point is that if you're not writing your particular goals, whatever it is, so this is unwritten goals, right? And this is a particular dream which you can't be completed, right? So clearly defines what you want to achieve, right? So if you're writing whatever you have the goals, if you're writing in an appropriate manner in a particular notebook, then after onward you will actually giving the value for your particular desire, your particular manifestation, or your particular achievements, what you're actually trying to acquire in your life, right? You're giving that particular value for it. Okay, make them specific and measurable. Instead of saying I want to sell more, say I will sell 50 units of this month, right? So in this way you have to write in your particular notebooks that I'm a singer, right? I have to work harder for the riyaz, for the practicing, right? I'm a civil servant, or whatever I am, whatever I have the particular criteria for it. I'll go through everything once the process. If you're not going through with the process, you can't achieve anything else, right? So this is what I'm trying to say is create a step-by-step plan. With writing in a writing form. In a writing form, you have to step by step make the plan. Break down your goals into daily and weekly targets. Okay. But you don't have to be possessive and impulsive, right? Without being impulsive or possessiveness, adding the possessiveness, if you are step by step making the plan and start executing on it, that could be, fantabulous. Okay, so here stay accountable, track your progress. Okay, learn from failures and adjust strategies as needed. Okay, so your key thoughts, your ability to set and achieve goals, determines how much you earn and how fast you grow in your careers. Like your ability to set and achieve goals determines how much you earn and how fast you grow in your careers, right? So here, what I said earlier, that the law of attraction in selling, the manifestation is actually working in selling. If you're not manifesting, that I will reach that destination, I will actually break down all the rules and regulation, right, with my way. I will give my best effort for selling it, right, and I'm doing so best in my life. So this is called the manifestation, for selling or for whatever thing you want. Like your Brian Tracy emphasizes the power of thoughts, and emotions in influencing sales outcomes. Okay, he explains that people buy from those they like, trust, and feel positive about. Okay, so here, what to use the law of attraction here, in selling here. Develop a winning personality. Yeah, you have to develop your winning personality. Be enthusiastic, warm, and engaging. Project success and confidence. The way you dress, speak, okay, and carry yourself affects how clients perceive you. Okay, use positive language. Instead of saying, I hope you will buy. I hope you will buy. I mean to say, I hope you will buy. You are going to love, owning this. Okay, use positive language, right? Instead of saying, I hope you will buy, say, you are going to love owning this. This is the way you have to say. Maintain an abundance mindset here. Instead of fearing rejection, believe that opportunity are limitless. Okay, key thoughts here. Your attitude, energy, and self-image attract or repel sales opportunity. Okay, understanding why people buy here. One of the biggest mistakes in sales here, in focusing too much on the product rather than the customer here. Tracy teaches that the people don't buy products or services, right? They actually buy solutions to problems and emotional satisfaction here, right? The 4 emotional reasons people buy, desire for gain here. They want something better, more money and happiness, security, right? Fear of loss here. They want to avoid a problem like loss in time, and money, health, right? Comfort and convenience. They choose products that make life easier, right? Status and prestige. Okay, people buy to impress others, and feel important. Okay, so here, the key thoughts, to sell successfully, focus on what the customer truly want, not just what you are offering. Okay, they are mastering the art of persuasion and closing here. Closing is the most crucial part of selling here. Brian Tracy explains the most sales, right, are lost because the salesperson does not ask for the sale. Technique to close more sales here. The assumpting close here. The assumpting close, act as if the sale is already decided. When would you like to delivery? Okay, the alternative close here, give the perspective here, to two people's, give the perspective to two choices, right? The alternative close is what? Give the perspective two choices, but both leading to sale, right? Would you like to standard or premium package? Would you? The urgent close here, create a reason to act now. This discount is available only today. The trial close here, ask questions to test here, read lines. Does this sound like what you are looking for? Okay, so key points here. The best salesperson never convince. Okay, they guide the customer towards a confidence buying decision. Okay, handling rejections and objections like a pro. Rejection is obviously a natural part of sales here, but top performers don't take it personally, right? If you are taking that rejection in a serious manner, right, then you can't just go through in next level way. You can't work and being progressively, right? Because rejection is a part of life, and this is totally natural, right? Okay, instead they see every no as a step closer to a yes, right? To a yes. It's like what I'm trying to say is rejection is a natural part of sales, but top performers don't take it personally, right? Instead of what they're doing it, they see every no as a step closer to a yes. Okay, so how to become objections? Listen carefully. Many objections are not real issues but hesitations. Okay, acknowledge and reframe here. Instead of arguing, agree and present a new perspective here. I understand many customers here felt the same way as at first, but after using the product here, use social proof. Okay, here, share success stories of other satisfied customer. Okay, follow up relentlessly. Okay, many sales happen after multiple follow-ups. Okay, key points here, the key thoughts here. Every rejection is a lesson. Every rejection is a lesson. Okay, the more you embrace it, the more resilient and successful you become. The final thoughts is selling as a life skill. the selling is a life skill, right? As a life skill here, Brian Tracy, the psychology of selling is not just about sales, right? It's about understanding human psychology, developing your confidence and mastering persuasion. When you are in business, leadership or daily life here, these principles can boost your influence, income, and success, right? So here, life changing here takeaways, right? Life changing takeaways here. Your mindset determines your income and success, right? Confidence is built through knowledge, repetition, and experience. People buy based on emotion, not just logic, right? Tap into their desires, right? Okay, so the best salesperson asks for the sell and handle objection gracefully. So your success in selling, continuously, the continuous learning, goal setting, and a positive attitude. So the final key thoughts is what here, mastering sales is the key to financial independence, success, and personal growth.